mechanics still up and available. The Camille one that worked so well last time. Why not run it back?
Sure.
And Ender, we got two comps that in the past I would have identified pretty heavily as kind of 1-3-1 action, depending on how they want to play this out. Is this game just entirely about the early game now, with junglers locked in like the Elise and the Zen, and side laners like the Camille, the Kled, you've got a Kali LeBlanc mid lane? Is it just on the bot side quite yet? There is a clever ward placed by Rocky, I think just doing his due diligence as he starts to push forward. May have to back off the wave here. Bear Trap on a rope is going to connect. Rocky now pulled back, holding off, waiting. Have to wonder what he's skilled. Level 2 is going to be the hookshot wall dive. Really just taking his time here. The Cocoon goes very wide, I guess, trying to predict the flash. They're going to go in. They're going to get the kill anyway. Works out for low-key in the end.
So the thing I missed in DNK's jungle pathing was he included 2 of the small wolves in his path, because usually if you just take red, blue, and grump, you won't hit level 3. If you include the 2 small wolves...
the ability to stop with the flay. The lantern is there as well. Lucian has the dash. Should be good to set up, and now they're going to try to turn it. They baited them in. Celebrity now has to run for his life. The lantern pulls him back, but right into Lloyd. Venus now in trouble. The heal comes out. Wind becomes lightning, and Venus heads straight towards the grave.
Well-timed gank right there with a little bit of baiting from Mega's bottom lane. Venus thought it was just going to be that isolated 2v2, but it gets turned straight around. And now Lloyd still sticking around. You do see that DNK is pathing towards this bottom side of the map, so if the dive takes too long, it could get turned right around.
I love it. I love it. Go, run it back. Red buff, good connection onto the recon, but he doesn't take turn out here yet. And that means Lloyd is going to be in trouble. He goes up, comes down. DNK grabs the kill. Perfect read from the side of low-key.
That's just too greedy, though, from Lloyd, because he knows what DNK's path was. He had the vision after that top lane gank. It seems so clear.
He's this fighter, but it's going to make it that much harder for Honey to farm up comfortably on her tower.
I really like the defensive pathing, though, from DNK, realizing when dives are possible. Level 6 on Artifact.
Waiting, trying to set up the passive, get a bit more damage. Shuriken flip, going to take him out. LeBlanc maybe going to look for the burst. Artifact is forced to flash away. Artifact needs to be careful. The second dash, what is he doing? Why did he go back in? In the end, now goes back up. Rocky comes in. DNK now in trouble. Low-key. Bit of a miserable play there. DNK running for his life. That's going to be it. The tack sweep comes out. The shutdown goes in, but that was a catastrophe.
Yeah, I mean, because it starts off, you think Artifact has the jump on him. Honey's just going to be a bully right there. Go farm, Honey. Honey, you're down 20 CS. You're actually losing here. Please go farm.
He's going in. There's no mana. He wants the remount. He's got the ult. You might not have seen it, but Hani did enter. He now wants to go in, but Zin on the way. He's denied the back. He's remounted.
No.
Run, little Chocobo, run. No, it's not going to happen, Hani. He's going to make it out. All right, he's getting away.
But now Honey's going to get denied even more because
hold that thought. Dale's dead, so's someone else. Welcome back.
It's a 1-for-1.
Celebrity going down. Looks like Dale traded in the end for Venus, so a positive trade for the side of low-key. Celebrity finding more action on the bottom side, higher and higher as he kind of gets ahead of the curve.
Pop. Able to dodge away from the Cocoon here, but there are 3 people from low-key, and Duel doesn't want to give up the minion, so he runs straight underneath the tower.
Good play. Trades his life. I think they were hoping to get Pop as well, but Pop is able to make it out of a safe period of slow and controlled before the next period of killing. Lloyd is going to go right in. DNK managed to find the stun. Needs to get out of there, but just barely able to push that. Jumps to the Wolves. Flashes away. Does manage to make it out. Trades his flash for the Camille ult, but immediately the engage on the bottom side. Celebrity now stepping back in, but he walks right into the snare. That's not what he needed. Thunderstorm comes out. Traded for the Coaling. Celebrity now trying to retreat. Venus going to start fishing for some kills. It's Thresh versus the world, but he's going to grab one. I think he might grab a second. This Thresh is on fire. There's the hook. Doesn't even need to connect. It's a bear trap on a rope, and Pop goes down.
Looked like Mega's bot lane was going to win for a second there, but then Venus shows up. At the same time, teleport coming in through from Hani, rather, and this is going to be big for them, able to pick up multiple plays.
Both of them are going to back off to make sure that Rocky gets the solo gold here. Tons of gold in the Camille's back pocket.
Plus 610 there. Can we flip over to the gold? Yep. 2K at 12 minutes. That's insane.
That's a solo queue lead right there. That's not one you frequently see, but of course we saw this last time Rocky picked up the Camille into Hani, and Herald obviously already gone, willing to just let this Kled get pushed in over and over again. But DNK has something to say about it. Rocky's just going to walk right out. Pop potentially fishing for an engage, but now you see the mid lane. Daewoo pulls back the threads, but instantly Artifact's going to find the kill. Shuriken flips right back out to safety. Scattered action. You have to wonder what Dale was thinking stepping forward there.
And if you remember the last time these teams faced off, it was Rocky on one side. Very common play for you to go against split push. Just bring 2 people down.
No, never mind.
And is just bring a couple people down, kill the split pusher, and then force fights because you can just react super easily on the opposite side of the map by having so many TPs. And that just hasn't been a thing.
I think you're completely right. It's weird too when you think back to previous world metas.
A lot of trouble right here. Getting collapsed on. Playing the weak side of the map. Needs to get out. Gonna have to use the ultimate to escape here. Good read by him. Maybe a little bit late. You see, Mega, when they're playing the map, they don't play 3 lanes. They play 2 lanes because if you spread yourself too thin, you see situations like this. This time, Hani is able to survive and only has to burn the ultimate. But
DNK looked really cool. Venus, I think, needed to use that opportunity to get out, but I think he did not realize how many members of the enemy team were coming in.
Yeah, the problem there is definitely the number Spanish. Hook does land.
Hook connects. Clyde now coming into the backside. G4 in the midst of the team. Venus still alive. A Celebrity instantly dies. Artifact trying to find something, but he gets locked up by the Camille. Yes, he's invisible. When it becomes lightning, not going to connect. Artifact dashing into the heal is there. The show. Lloyd taking out Artifact. Knocks him out instantly. And Mega coming out on top of the fight.
Yeah, Artifact getting a little excited right there. Very close to getting multiple kills. But
I don't think anyone's too worried about the Ocean. Yeah, the mid lane tower will retain a decent amount of priority, and here comes the Kled. Artifact leaps right in, gets knocked right back out, but the Kled is still going forward. Will get pulled in onto the Zin. He's going to dash away. Warning shot. It was just was a warning shot. Just threw it in. Just wanted to see the reactions. Get some summoner spells to, of course, force Lloyd's flash. So a small advantage to the side of Loki.
At the same time, a stronger 2-item power spike. At the same time, it delays that second item, whereas DNK just went straight for the Zonias, which is going to give him a lot of value.
I gotta hold that thought, because Hani might be in trouble here. Rocky steps forward, uses the ultimate, gets to dismount before he ults. I love it. Hextech ultimatum comes out, and Rocky preps a very easy solo kill.
And now who actually matches Rocky? I think he could have stuck around in this bottom lane. He's making sure that he's not getting ganked immediately.
Difficult without any follow-up damage. No longer the powerhouse 2-0, at least in the early game that he once was. G4 now running. Cocoon will not connect. Artifact going to be in trouble. Dashes back, goes into the Shroud. DNK fishing for a little bit more, but Lloyd does so much back. Gonna pull away. G4 stepping forward, but now they're gonna look for the collapse. Lloyd is now in trouble. The fight is turning against Mega. Loki step in, take out the jungler, but Camille's on the bot side. They're already split pushing. Loki need to make a decision, and they need to make it fast.
And now the timer is on Mega. When will Rocky commit the TP over towards the Baron? Because G4 is going back to base as well. They only have 2 members around the pit, and while DNK is low, that is not enough players to actually win a fight.
7K, dropping lower. Baron 5K. Pop, of course, has the mark on him. The hook will connect. The TP now coming. He's going straight to the pit. Rocky is absolutely fearless. The Recon engage goes in, but it's not going to amount to much. Rocky needs to step forward. Steps into Hani. Hani's still going to be alive. Rocky is fade off, but G4 now stepping in. Cannot get anything else done. Celebrity looking for more. The shutdown is there. Daewoo going to grab one. G4 going to be in trouble. He's running away, but it's a wipe for Low-Key. They absolutely smashed the fight. The triple for Celebrity.
A massive team fight win right there for Loki. They didn't need the Baron. All they wanted was the fight with numbers advantage. That is how you convert a single pick onto the enemy jungler into so much more. 3 kills onto the AD carry as well as that mid lane done down bot lane.
It's just so easy for Rocky to get in and get out of any exchange. Of course, once Hani is demounted, luckily he's very close to base, but just huge amount of damage. However, Thresh and Lucian, you can see the rotation coming in. The vision is there to cover Rocky, though, so he knows that this is coming. Mission Impossible his way out. Hook shot, wall dive, blast cone. The flay is there. Going to dodge out on the hook with the ultimate. Going to try to blast cone to safety. He will manage to make it out, but Hani's now coming in. Pop going to be the one in trouble. Rocky could be next on the list. The Rakan caught up. Mega tried too hard to force the split, but no, a beautiful fight from the Zion. Now Lloyd is diving right back in. Rocky is still alive, and it's Venus who is in trouble. No one can get a smooth leg up in the fight, but Artifact slays G4 in the 1v1. In the meantime, Daewoo now forced to ult, now forced to run, but a mess of a fight.
Daewoo almost just abandoned by his team right there, is able to survive, but now the TP comes in on the top side of the map. It started off with Artifact and DNK finding the kill onto G4. Now it's a 5v3 potentially around the Baron, but without a TP, it is just up to Lloyd, and he doesn't even have flash. There's no way into this pit.
Incredibly scrappy fight thus far. Lloyd still stepping forward despite not having a flash here. 3K dropping lower. It's just a spectator to this Baron take. Rocky, in the meantime, will start to break down the bot lane tower, but will not overstay as well. Zaya feels comfortable enough to step forward to try to contest some of these creeps. Maybe Rocky can find a flank, but there's the calling. Slipper going to take a tower shot for a bit of that poke damage as Artifact fishes for the shuriken flip, looking for a way into the backside of a team fight. Now protecting the cannon creep is the name of the game, as no one on this team can actually approach. Feathers do get pulled back by Daewoo. Leads the tempo procced. just trying to hold on for now. And you're waiting, honestly. The Cocoon does connect. Good poke damage. The AP on the Elise. Very high.
There we go.
The fight is kicking off. Rocky off to the flank, but he's not doing anything yet. His team might be dead before he even gets into the fight. D-Mount comes in for Honey. Honey now on the retreat. Has used the stopwatch. Artifact so incredibly low. His sights are set on this inhibitor. They're just going to try to break this and leave. The fight turns against them, but low-key get what they came for. Now they need to get out before they lose anything else. Rocky steps forward and just dies. Celebrity Ensemble. Now they have the potential to turn. The Baron creeps are here. It's really all on Daewoo. Lloyd and Pop just there to protect the AD carry to try to stop this game from ending.
Yeah, Celebrity did go down, but Loki might be able to force the end right now. There's so many minions inside of the base. They have to be able to find a fight, but it's not going to come.
Diving in. Last hope for Mega. They need to make this last desperate stand to hold on to the game. Redemption comes out. A bit more healing. Trying to buy more time for their AD carry, or for the carries to respawn. 37 seconds on Rocky. 31 counting down. 19 on G4.
They need the melee minions because the cannons are outside of tower range. They actually can't walk up and hit the tower.
So much damage coming in for Artifact. They're just slowly bleeding them out. I don't think there's anything that they can do. Dale needs to find the fight immediately, but he's not doing it. He's not stepping forward, and that's going to be it. Mega, just like that, are going to be knocked out of the tournament. Low-key have secured their way out of groups.
Led by DNK in the early game, he absolutely smashed and got such a big lead for the team and their spot in the knockout phase.
And just very odd game of League of Legends, Ender, if I'm honest.
I mean, it really did just come down to the pick onto Lloyd. As soon as Mega lost their jungler, all of a sudden Rocky was forced to lead bottom lane. And this is the problem with trying to play split push compositions. If you are forced into the 5v5, you are immediately at a disadvantage, especially when it's not even a 5v5. It's a 4v5 after getting picked. He wasn't able to get anything done on the bottom side. Still though, Mega, even though they are going to be eliminated from World's contention, I felt like they came in with a unique style and were able to put up very close fights against the other teams in their group.
And some of those games are just hard.